what is time horizon and how does it change my outlook?
What is time horizon and how does it change? Okay, so I'm assuming that means with investing, right? So
Yeah.
if I look at investing, and this is really fascinating because this comes up all the time. You kind of need to understand what has happened historically with the stock market to understand how much time horizon can impact what you're thinking about doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at, say, the worst 1 year that's happened, let's say since 1970s, early 70s, uh, in the total stock market itself, it was down about 43%.
Yep.
So if you come to me and say, hey, I want to buy a house in a year, and what stock should I buy?
Yeah.
Or, what portfolio should I have? The answer is you shouldn't have any
Mm-hmm.
at all. You should put that into your bank account, CDs, something that's guaranteed. Now, the best rate of return for a 1 year period, the market was up 66%. So you could get lucky.
Yep.
You could put money in, roll the dice, and hope that that gain comes through, right?
Yeah.
And the market does go up more than it goes down, so I think you have a slightly higher chance of getting lucky than unlucky. But my answer there would be that you shouldn't invest for that short of a time horizon. The worst 10-year, right, rate of return was down 2.5%. And there hasn't been a 12-year period, at least since the early 70s, where you didn't have a positive rate of return.
Yeah.
So longer-term outlooks for stock market mixtures is much, much easier to accomplish what you're trying to do, which is grow your assets, than shorter-term concepts. And I've run into a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen an awful lot of people with short-term goals rolling the dice. Obviously it didn't work this year. It worked in 2020.
Yeah.
Worked in 2021, actually. Is not working in 2022. So really take a look at the time horizon that you have for your investments and consider what you're trying to do there. Either stick with the investments and change your time horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, this money I was saving for my house, and it's in the market, it's down now, right? Maybe I'll just use that for retirement or something long term.
Yeah.
I'll keep adding a little bit to it, and I'll build up the house money somewhere else. Usually it's hard to do that because houses are so expensive, right? It takes so much capital to do that. Or you just, get out of it and
Yeah.
maybe you change the time horizon when you're going to buy a house, right?
Yeah.
Wait till the market comes back around. Continue. I mean, if you're still a gamble, but I guess it's sort of a middle line, right? You can continue to buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to buy, and okay, maybe I don't buy a house at the end of this year. Maybe it's 2 years from now. Okay, fine. I'm going to keep on buying because I'm already in. I've already lost money. I'm going to keep going. So, different strategies. But if you're starting off and you were to ask me about time horizon, that's what you'll find all financial planners and advisors. That's one of the first questions we have is, well, how long?
Yep.
How long do you
long?
have before you need the money? Because it denotes what you should do with that money. Because essentially you're playing a game of probabilities. And so I would be really careful for short timelines, getting involved with the stock market personally.
Yeah, and so that's why it's important if you're, looking out for retirement or in retirement, you want to have something that has, some sort of equity or stock portion because you need your money to keep growing. And so if you have 15, 20 years, it's likely that you're going to have a positive return. And so that's why you want to be in the market.